Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Wednesday, January 12, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Miami Heat vs Atlanta Hawks. Miami is scoring an average of 108.4 points per game, which is 15th in the NBA. The Heat are shooting 45.9% overall, which is 14th, and 37.6% from behind the three-point line, which is third best in the league. Jimmy Butler is scoring an average of 23.2 points per game and is questionable for Wednesday, while the second leading scorer is Tyler Herro with an average of 20.6 points per game. Kyle Lowry is the dishmaster for Miami with a team best 8.4 assists per game. Both teams are capable of having big offensive nights, but there's only one team between the two capable of playing great defensively. And it isn't the Hawks. They're getting crushed on a nightly basis on the defensive end of the floor. Their perimeter defense has also been incredibly shaky in recent outings. Opposing teams are averaging 39.6% shooting from beyond the arc against them in their last 3 games. That statistic alone is a disaster waiting to happen when heading into a matchup with one of the best three-point shooting teams in basketball. Tyler Herro and Duncan Robinson can turn out the lights on the Hawks at the snap of a finger. And the Heat's defense just held the Phoenix Suns to 38% shooting and 100 points on their home floor. Trae Young and company are good, but they are no Devin Booker and the Suns. Our 1TS betting pick will be Miami Heat to cover the spread. Robinson could hit 3-pointers in his sleep, and Herro put together a game-high 33-point performance to hand the Suns a shocking 123-100 loss in Phoenix. The starters were the first on the court, but the bench felt like the main event in that game. They might need an encore to keep pace with the Hawks team averaging 110.8 points per game on Wednesday. I might even start a petition to get Heat coach Erik Spoelstra to start Herro right off the bat so we can see him go head-to-head with Trae Young. It's going to happen at some point on Wednesday regardless, and that's the money matchup everyone will be waiting to see. Atlanta can turn it into an offensive splash show, but their defense is an absolute mess. Opponents are averaging 46.7% shooting against them and 111.5 points. Those stats are music to the ears of Herro and Robinson. Our second betting pick will be over the total. Quick reminder, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Dallas Mavericks vs New York Knicks. RJ Barrett scored 31 points in his first home game since his game winner last week, leading New York to a 111-96 victory over the San Antonio Spurs. He had 17 points on 7 for 11 shooting in the second half. Evan Fournier returned from a 1-game absence with 18 points for the Knicks, who broke open a game that had been close by outscoring the Spurs 18-2 to start the fourth quarter. The Knicks have won 3 of their last 4 games and 4 straight games at home. They shoot the ball well at home, and they've done a good job crashing the offensive boards. With Kristaps Porzingis ruled out of this game, the Mavericks will be without one of their best rebounders, so expect the Knicks to dominate the paint, which will lead to more scoring opportunities. Even though the Mavericks played well defensively in their last 3 road games, they were facing some of the worst teams in the league and will face a tougher challenge against the Knicks, so expect them to have a hard time slowing down the Knicks. New York has also played well defensively, especially in their last 3 games, with the team holding opponents to 100 points per game. They also do a great job on the defensive glass, and they have very active hands, averaging 7 steals per game. Our first betting pick will be New York Knicks +1. New York is averaging 104.2 points per game. They scored 111 points in their last game, making 48.8% of their field goals and 40.6% of their three-pointers. RJ Barrett led the way for the Knicks with 31 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. Evan Fournier finished with 18 points and 5 rebounds, while Mitchell Robinson added 13 points and 11 rebounds. New York has played well defensively, giving up 105 points per game. They gave up 96 points in their last game and will need another good defensive performance if they want to get the win. Our second betting pick will be under the total. Houston Rockets vs San Antonio Spurs. The San Antonio Spurs need point guard Dejounte Murray to step up here as he is playing 34.3 minutes and is averaging 184 points, 8.2 rebounds, 8.9 assists, 0.5 blocks, and 2.1 steals per game. His shooting stroke has been there as he is 44.1% from the field, 33.1% from beyond the arc, and 72.2% from the charity stripe. In his last game against the Knicks, Murray finished with 24 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, a block, and 2 steals in 30 minutes on the court. The Rockets have lost 10 of their last 11 games and 5 of their last 6 road games. They are one of the worst defensive teams in the league, and they played worse in their last 3 games, giving up over 120 points per game. The Spurs have also struggled, but they've played better at home, winning 5 of their last 9 home games. They play well offensively at home, scoring more than 115 points per game, while making 48% of their shots. They are a very good offensive rebounding team, which will lead to more scoring opportunities, and they do a good job taking care of the ball, so expect the Rockets to have a hard time slowing them down. The Rockets also struggled defensively in their last 3 games, making only 43% of their shots. They've struggled at the free throw line, and their offensive rebounding isn't very good, which will limit their second chance scoring opportunities. They've also been very careless with the ball, turning it over more than 18 times per game on the road, which will lead to easy scoring opportunities for the Spurs, who averaged more than 8 steals per game in their last 3 games. Our first betting pick is San Antonio Spurs -5. Houston is averaging 107.5 points per game. They scored 91 points in their last game, making 39% of their field goals and 31% of their three-pointers. Jalen Green led the way for Houston with 14 points and 5 rebounds. Christian Wood finished with 14 points and 6 rebounds, while Josh Christopher finished with 13 points and 2 rebounds. Houston has struggled defensively, giving up 116.4 points per game. They gave up 111 points in their last game and will need to play better if they want to win this game. San Antonio is averaging 110.5 points per game. They scored 96 points in their last game, making 41.1% of their field goals and 27.6% of their three-pointers. Dejounte Murray led the way for San Antonio with 24 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. Lonnie Walker IV finished with 15 points and 4 rebounds, while Jacob Poeltl added 12 points and 10 rebounds. San Antonio has struggled defensively, giving up 110.9 points per game. They gave up 111 points in their last game and will need to do a better job if they want to get the win. Our second betting pick is over the total. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.